I'm really happy that I have this class to come to. And so I just want to say thank you to you guys for showing up in this kind of weird environment and joining me, because if it wasn't for this schedule, all my other teaching gigs have been canceled because they're on locations. So schools are not there and therapy sessions are not there and counseling centers are not open. So if it wasn't for this opportunity, I think I would still be in bed from maybe March 31st or so. I might still be rolling around in bed. So I'm really happy to have this opportunity to share with you guys. So today is Gentle Monday, yay! Which means it's going to be nice and mellow. We're going to do some extra self-care and self-love stuff today, which I think is really important all the time, but especially today. And in these times, I mean. So I'm going to move back, and then I'm going to ask you to give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. All right. And then if not, I'll come back. I'll come back to you. But I just want to see. How is that? Can you guys still hear me okay? Ellen's okay. Ellen, do you have a sound to turn up on your computer? How about now? Is that okay? All right, okay. Great, thank you guys. Let's come to a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you today. So if you need to lean up against something, go ahead and do that. If you need to sit nice and soft and slouch today, that's okay too. And just come into feeling your sit bones on the ground, and maybe your legs on the ground, wherever you are, whatever's touching the ground, just feel that connection with the earth. And let's just pretend today that we are out in a beautiful meadow or on a beach or something like that, and that our body's actually connected to the earth itself, the living earth, not just our living room floors or wherever we may be today. And just notice what you feel inside your body this morning. Do you feel some tension? Do you feel some anxiety? Do you feel totally calm? Whatever it is, just kind of embrace it, recognize it, and let it be. Then begin to notice, how is your breath moving today? Is it slow, fast, deep, shallow? And again, no judgment, just noticing. Or maybe you notice something in your physical body that feels a little bit out of whack today or uncomfortable. That's all right. We'll try and work that out. Maybe just make note of where it is today, where that discomfort is coming from. And if your eyes are not closed, go ahead and close them, and then sit up a little bit taller. And begin to feel your breath move as though it were coming from the base of your spine all the way up through the top of your head. So feeling like an elevator from the bottom to the top, or feeling like a pool from the bottom to the top. And then letting go, exhaling, draining, pushing it all back down, out through the tailbone or the sit bones. Inhale, filling again from the bottom to the top. Notice your breath expand, notice your ribs open up a little bit, and belly widens. And on your exhale, we pull in gently towards the spine with the muscles of the body. So expanding and contracting with your breath, not overdoing it or over exaggerating it, just doing it for yourself where it feels good today. Maybe you can even imagine your entire body filling with that oxygen. I know it's not. I know that your lungs are filling. But just imagine that every cell in your body could breathe, and that it's opening up, widening for this new fresh air, and then expanding and expelling out anything it no longer needs. And with this exercise, what we're really doing is slowing down the breath and getting rid of some of the distractions in the mind. When you feel ready, you can blink your eyes open. And we'll come to a little stretch to the side. So we'll bring this is my right hand down, and bend in the elbow, and then lift our left arm all the way up overhead and give ourselves a really nice long stretch. So we're a straight line from our fingertip to our hips, or even a curve like a little crescent moon. And then on your inhale, lift up nice and tall. And exhale over to the other side. Hold here for a breath or two. Just notice how your body kind of expands and moves into the space for you. Then inhale again, lifting up nice and tall. Follow your own breath and over to the first side again. Inhale, lifting up nice and tall, stretching the side body, and over nice and long, reaching the arm out beyond your head. Nice. Back to center again. This time we're going to just take a little twist. So cross one arm over to the opposite knee. Bring your back hand behind you. Use it as a little kickstand to sit up straight. On your inhale, you're going to fill your body. And on your exhale, you're going to squeeze the belly muscles in and twist a little bit further behind you. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, twisting towards that back hand. One more time, lifting up with your inhale, exhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all the air out as you twist. And then when you can't take any more breath out, we're going to come softly back to center. Take a normal breath or two and then come to the other side. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, twist. Once more, all the way up tall. Exhale, pull the belly in, twist, twist, twist. Till there's no air left to expel. And then come on back to center. Nice and easy. We're going to do that one more time, and this time I'm going to have you follow your own breath. So inhaling long, exhaling, twisting 3 times. Maybe you can hear your exhale and your inhale. And then when you finish your last one, and only when you finish your last one, when you are ready, come on back to center. Over to the opposite side once more, nice and tall. Inhale as you lengthen, and exhale as you twist 3 times. Nice. Come on back to center when you're ready. And then bring your hands onto your knees or wherever they feel comfortable. We're going to take some nice wide torso circles. So just as far as you like to go today, whatever feels good. And just notice the body as it starts to warm up a little bit. Can you feel the muscles kind of moving from left to right, from forward to back as you make your circles, and then go the other way. Just warming up the upper body a little bit. We'll come on back to center nice and easy. And let's bring the soles of the feet together. This is not a comfortable position for you. You can always just sit cross-legged. And we'll reach our hands down very gently at our ankles or so and press our elbows into our knees. You're just giving yourself a tiny little widening of the inner thigh, just getting ready to do some long stretches today and making sure our body's nice and warmed up before we do that. And if you feel like you can use a little bit more, I know it's early, so if this is not in your plans for today, that's okay, but you can slide your hands underneath your calves and come into tortoise pose, which is where we just pull downward, forehead, or top of the head towards the feet. A little bit wider, a little bit more of a stretch than the pulling with your hands in front. And if it doesn't feel good to you, go back to hands in front. Totally okay. Let's roll ourselves up nice and easy. And we'll bring our legs in front. We're going to come to a lean back position a little bit with our hands behind us for support. And we're just going to drop our legs left and right. As we do, we'll start to wake up the side body, as well as the lower back where we're kind of rolling on. And just notice where your range of motion may be today. This also makes me move forward. So if you're creeping forward, you're probably doing it right. And then bring them up and give them a nice little hug all the way into your chest. Sitting up super tall in this position, like you have a really long spine. In this position, we're going to bring our left leg out, and we're going to bring our right knee in and hug it really, really close into the ribs. And we're going to flex our bottom foot so that it's that leg is engaged. Take your left hand around your right knee. Bring your right hand behind you and come to, I know we usually do this cross, but we're going to do it a little different. Bring your left hand in front of your knee, left arm in front of your knee. Yeah. And we're going to twist gently to the right. This is a compression for the spine. It's also for the belly muscles. And it's also really good for digestion. So that's really why we're doing it, to get our body started in the morning. And now we'll do it a little easier. We're going to take that right leg, bring it over the leg, and do the same twist. This one you're going to get a lot further in, probably. And we'll come on back to center nice and easy when we're ready. Bring the left leg out and the right leg in. Give it that really good squeeze, pressing way, way, way into the ribs. This is the same as the one we do when we're seated. When we're on our back. We pull the knee in for the digestion. And then bring your right arm around to that left leg. Bring your left hand around. Give yourself a little twist. Push, push, push. Belly muscles in. And then cross that leg over, and we're going to go for a wider twist or a bigger twist, whatever you call it. And come on back to center nice and easy. Let's come on to all fours. And we'll begin warming up the spine with some gentle cat-cows, dropping the belly and round and making the back into a U shape on your inhale. And rounding up, tucking the belly in on your exhale. Inhale, dropping the spine and the belly. Exhale, pulling the belly up into the spine like an upside down U. And again, a couple more, nice and easy. Follow your own breath. If you like holding one spot for a couple of breaths, go ahead and do that. This is your body, you're your best teacher. So anytime that you want to do something a little bit different than what I'm suggesting, totally okay. And then we'll come to a level back, and we'll bring our right arm out and our left leg back. So in a nice straight line, reaching forward, reaching back. Let's flex the toes today, flex the feet today, and turn those toes down to the ground. Then work on keeping your hips level to the floor. Wobbling is totally okay. And then we'll bring our knee into our elbow. So round your back like cat back. Reach, reach, reach. You can go even past it if you like. And then bring it all the way out again. Now let's bring it out to the side. So stretch your left leg out and right arm out so they're maybe in line with each other, sort of, and as high as you can. And then bring it on back again, nice and long. Bring the elbow into the knee again. Pull the belly muscles in. And inhale, bring it all the way out. Exhale, come to the side, reaching way, way, way over, and all the way back. And then bring the hand down and cross the leg over to the right. So your left leg is coming over to your right side. You're flexing your foot, and you're just twisting around to the right. So use your arms to press yourself around. You feel a stretch in the left side and a contraction in the right side of the body. Come on back to center nice and easy. Let that left leg come down. Same thing with the other side now. Left arm out, right leg out. Flex the foot, turn the toes down towards the ground, and just work a little on those belly muscles, keeping you balanced. And then bring elbow in to meet the knee. Bring it on out nice and long. And on your next exhale, bring the arm and leg out to the side. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, bring it in. Round the back. Inhale, come on forward. Exhale, bring it out. Inhale, bring it back. Place the hand down and cross the right leg over to the left side. Again, toes are going to flex, and we're going to push to the left. So the weight in the hands pushes us to the left, and we stretch the right side of the body and contract the left. And then come on back to center nice and easy. Do a couple of cat-cows just to kind of reset the spine a little bit. And then we'll tuck our toes and we'll come up into downward facing dog. Just notice how your first dog feels today. Pedal out the knees. Try and relax the head. And then we'll separate the feet just a little bit and push back into the hands. Hips come up high. And just take a notice of where do you feel like you're exerting here and where do you feel like you can relax. So for me, I'm exerting in most of my body, but my head, I can relax. My heels and feet, I can relax. My knees, I can bend and relax. And then look to the top of your mat and take as many tiny steps as you need to come up towards your hands. And meet me up in a forward fold. So in our ragdoll pose, we hang as soft as we can forward. Bend those knees as much as you like, because we're not going for a hamstring stretch right now. We're going for a back stretch. So find yourself comfortable, beautiful. You guys, you look really good. And let the head shake no and yes. See if you can loosen that just a little bit more. And now imagine with your bent knees, imagine that your spine is separated by each vertebra, and you're going to stack them one at a time, rounding up all the way up to standing as slowly as you can. I'm going to move the camera just a little bit so you can see my head. That should work. So it's either you see my upper body or my lower body. I cannot figure out. I'd have to build out on my house in order to get it the other way. We'll come to a nice nice wide-legged stand today. And we'll begin in star pose. Star is a really powerful pose. We reach out with our left and right hand all the way up to the sky. And we spread our feet and we ground into the ground. And see how this makes you feel today. Just see if you can feel strong and secure in a very insecure world. And we'll come forward folding with a nice flat back and bring your right arm over towards your left toes. Doesn't have to touch. Doesn't matter if they touch or not. Your left arm stays up nice and tall and we open up towards the sky. And then we hang forward. We walk ourselves over to the other side, holding on to the right leg anywhere you like and opening up the right arm. Come on back to center and roll yourself up again, using each vertebra in your spine. On your inhale, come back into star pose. This time on your exhale, bring your left hand over. So we're just starting the other side, reaching over as far as you can. Take a nice deep breath in. On your exhale, lift the right arm to the sky. Maybe follow it with your gaze. And then walk really slow through the middle and over to the other side. Left arm up, right arm around. Drop forward one more time. And roll up again. And this time we're going to bend in the knees. So turn your toes out if they're not already turned out. Your knees come over your ankles and then over your toes. And tendency is you can get a much better way, a better stretch, or you can get further if you come forward, but it's harder if you sit up. So you pick where you want to be today. Anywhere in between is fine too. Bring your hands onto that little crease in your hips. We're going to take our right elbow and we're going to push it down towards the ground, or so, yeah, elbow, shoulder, push down towards the ground. Then on your inhale, come on up and push your left shoulder down. So you're rolling it forward, stretching the back. Good, come on back to center, right side again. So push the shoulder forward, body hinges. Inhale, come back to center. See if you're clutching your toes like I am and see if you can relax them. And come on back to center, stay low. This is for your thighs, getting us nice and strong in our leg muscles. And then lift up slowly to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's walk the feet back together. And we're going to come into some little sun salutations. So inhale, arms up way to the sky. Exhale, gentle back bend, look up towards the beautiful sky that you can imagine. Inhale, back up, and exhale, take your forward fold. Nice and long all the way down to the floor. On your inhale, come to a halfway lift. So make your back into like a tabletop, parallel with the floor. And on your next exhale, fold it forward. Roll up nice and easy. Use your belly muscles all the way up to standing. One more back bend, open heart. Lift up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's bend our knees and come into chair pose. So in chair pose, we try to keep our back pretty straight. We lean back a little bit into the heels, and we sit down as low as we can without killing ourselves, right? Bring our hands into the heart, and we'll take a little twist to the right. So check your feet. You may need to move them closer together if they're wide, and bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Now, maybe it doesn't make it there. That's okay. It doesn't have to. That's the way you're going, direction you're going. Once you do that, check your knees and see if your left knee is pulling forward. You want to pull that back. So the knees are in line with each other. Take a breath in here, and on your exhale, turn and twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist, just like we did on the floor. And one more time. Good, and then release. Come forward, let your fingertips touch, and you can stretch out your legs. We're going to press one heel and then the other down to the ground. The slight bend in the knee as we lift up. And then come back down into your chair. Hands come back into the heart. Twist to the other side. So right elbow onto the left leg. Pull that right leg back so they're even. Inhale as you lengthen your back, and exhale as you twist, 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 open. Inhale and exhale, twist. Beautiful, you guys. One more time. Inhale, hold it there. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Come on to center. Fingertips to the ground. Soften the knees. Roll one leg up and then the other. One heel lifts, one heel lifts and then the other. And then we'll roll up nice and easy, all the way to the sky again. Hands come into the heart. Let's work a little bit on our balance with tree pose today. So balancing first on our right leg. Think about the roots growing out of your feet, nice and tall and stationary. That tree will never move, never fall over. And then we'll take our left leg and place it anywhere that feels right. So first choice is to your ankle with your toes touching for support. Second is your calf. If you want to help it up to your thigh, if you feel ready for that, you can do that, but it's not mandatory. Wherever you feel like your tree is today. And remember, our balancing is always different. Our balance is different every moment of the day. You guys look really good. Think about lengthening one more time, one more breath up to the sky with the top of your head. So pulling out of your roots and all the way up. Nice. Release it when you feel ready. Bring it down with as much control as you can. And just gently shift from side to side. See how your body feels right now. Maybe take a moment with eyes closed, noticing left and right side of your body. Maybe they feel a little bit different. Then bring that balance into the left leg. Your left leg is your trunk, roots growing out of your feet. And your right leg comes up anywhere you like it today. Nice, guys. Beautiful, Karen. And hold your tree and feel the little bit of movement that your body is giving you. You have to move in this position. Your body's balancing right now on one leg. So there's a little bit of movement going on. That's your balance. It's your balancing system, really strong. One more lift up through the top of the head. And then let it down as you go. Nice and easy. And sway gently side to side just a little bit. Notice how the weight shifts from one side to the other. And then come back to center. I'm going to take our arms out. Karen's giving me a good idea. We're going to do our little kidney patting. So as we swing our arms around, notice how your back arm automatically goes to that lower back. That little soft part gives it a little slap. So that's a pressure point, a reflex point for your kidneys. part of your digestive system, keeping healthy and strong. Plus, it just feels really good to me. So you can try closing your eyes or looking in one spot or letting your head go all the way over your shoulder as you twist. Whatever feels good to you. And then we'll slowly start to wind down. Just let the arms come back kind of like normal, just like where they would be if you were to slow your motor down. And just nice and easy towards the center. Nice. So let's do a little bit more standing and a little bit more balancing. We'll pull the legs out a little bit and we're going to do our warriors. So bending your front knee, knee over ankle. Back foot is strongly pressing into the ground and it's parallel to the short end of our mat. Arms come out nice and long. And when you're ready, extend over that long leg and bring the bottom arm down. Top arm reaches up, maybe even overhead. See how it feels today. Bring it back up to the sky. Let it slide you all the way back. Keep the front knee bent. Slide way back into reverse. Nice. And then come on back to center. Let's do that one more time. Extend. Bottom arm down. Top arm reaches up. Slide it back down the back leg. And lift it up again. And then while you're here, let's try bending that left arm behind you so it makes kind of a right angle on your back. Yep, and your palm is facing away from you. And it's just a different way to do our reverse. Come on back up to center. Back into your warrior two, and then we'll straighten. Now come into triangle. So same thing, but now a straight front leg. Bottom arm comes down, top arm reaches up to the sky. Pretend you're pressing against a wall behind you and open your heart. Nice, take a breath here. On your inhale, come up nice and tall. We'll do a little reverse. Slide your hand down the back leg just like you did. And open up to the side. You don't go as far on this one as we do with our warrior. Now turn your right foot forward and your left foot out. We're coming into extended side angle the other way. First our warrior, nice and strong. Reach it all the way out. Drop it down to the knee and lift your top arm up. Maybe coming overhead. Lift it up with your inhale. Slide it down your back leg. Bend into your left leg as much as you can here while you reverse. And back up into your warrior two. Again, into your extended side angle once more, dropping down and lifting up. Coming overhead if you like. Reaching up or up to the sky. Reverse it down, keep the bend in the knee. And this time we'll try that folded arm behind us. Top arm lifts up. Opening that arm up to the sky. A little bit. Come back to center into your warrior, nice and strong, and straighten that front leg. Extend into triangle to the left. Arm down, top arm reaches up. Press it back behind you just a little bit as if you're opening your heart a little bit more against the wall with your hand. Inhale, lift it up. Gentle back bend, coming back. Nice and easy. Good, come on up to center. Both feet are going to turn out now. We're going to bring our arms out as well. We'll come into goddess pose. So bending in the knees as much as you can. Feeling that nice opening in the inner thigh. And we'll do just a couple of little lifts and lowers. So coming down, bending the knees. Try and keep the back straight, lifting up. Pushing strong through the legs. We're going to do 3 more. Lower down and push up. Try and ungrip the toes. Lower down and push up. And one more time. Lower down and push up. Nice job. Bring the heel toe back together till you feel like you're back in line with yourself here. And your hips are right over your feet. Let's do one more balancing pose today, because balancing is really important, both in our mind and our body. It doesn't always have to look great. but it's the work that matters. So we'll do our dancer pose. Bring our right arm into our hip, left arm up to the sky. Start to balance on your left foot. And reach around. I come from the inside of my foot, palm face up. Some folks come from the outside. So you pick where you like it. Now bring your knees together. And I know you're wobbling, you may come in and out of it a couple of times. Push back with that knee in line with the other knee, so you're not turning it out. Push the foot into the hand. Open that right shoulder as you push, push, push. And slightly lean forward to keep your balance. Focus on one thing that's not moving. And breathe. Come out when you're ready. If you're a really beautiful dancer, you don't have to come out yet. You want to hold it a little bit longer, that's fine. And when you finally do come out, great. The other side, left arm in, right arm up. Lift left leg. Hook the hand inside or outside, just so that the knees are in line with each other. So what I say is not, when I say don't turn them out, I mean don't reach out like that. You want to keep them in line. So straight back with that knee, focusing on something that's not moving. Push, push, push the foot into the hand. Open the shoulder and breathe. Lots of directions, huh? And if you end up not leaning forward, that's okay too. Nice, now come on up when you're ready. So if you're in your 10-minute dancer pose, go ahead, keep it there. We'll wait. And then come on back to center. And just march it out a little bit. We're going to come back down onto the ground. Take a sip of water if you have it. And just make yourself comfy again in whatever position works for you. And now that you're back, just take a notice one more time of where your body is in relation to the earth. What you might feel going on in your body right now. And maybe compare it to earlier, if you can remember, where you felt tension or stress. Bring that nice, soft, deep breath back. And we'll bring our right hand out again and do that stretch one more time. Just see how it feels. Reach the arm all the way over, bending that bottom arm. And we're going to sweep it forward, all the way around, reaching forward, 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 until we come to the left side. We bend that arm, and we bring this one over. Hold here, notice the side body opening up. Sweep again, coming forward, pull the belly muscles in as you come over to the side, reaching the top arm up and over. And then swing it once again, nice and smooth. Reach as far forward as you can. Feel the weight move to the other sit bone. And come up and stretch. Nice and tall. Good job. Let's bring the feet out in front of us a little bit. And we'll lower down onto our backs by slowly counting to 10. So you can round the back and lower down gently 1 minute at one vertebra at a time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Bring the knees in and give them a hug. Gently rock yourself side to side while you're hugging your knees. If this doesn't feel good for you, just keep them still. But most people really like this little massage on your lower back, like something you really deserve. And we'll bring our hands right underneath our hips, the soft outer part of our hips. And we'll make some circles with the knees. So you're drawing a circle on the ceiling. It can be small, it can be big. Notice how when you push your feet out, the bottom of your circle, you're kind of using your belly muscles a little bit. So you can make that more or less, according to how your belly and your back feel today. If your back is getting involved, make small circles. So we really don't want to bother the back with this. We want to make this about the belly muscles. Go the other way. So opposite circle direction. Again, you can alternate between big and small. Do all one or the other. Just keep the back relaxed as much as you can. Working the belly muscles and not the back. And then we'll bring the knees in for a little hug when we feel even. And we're going to do our resistance exercise. So for this, we place our hands above our knees and we make our legs into an L shape. So they're parallel to shins are parallel to the floor, all in right angles. We're going to push away with our hands, and we're going to pull in with our legs at the same time. We'll pull our belly muscles into the spine, into the floor. So you couldn't slide a ribbon underneath my back when we're doing this, right? Belly's tight. We're pushing away with whatever resistance we feel like today. So you can go halfway. You don't have to go, full force if you don't want to. So pull the knees in, push away with the arms so that the legs stay in the same place, but they're resisting. And we're going to hold this for 10, 9. You're going to breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep going, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, soften at the knees. Place the feet down onto the ground and come into a gentle little bridge. Doesn't have to be a really big full bridge. Just lift your hips up, give your back a little lift, give your belly a little stretch, and then lower down nice and easy back to center. Back to the ground. Good, lift the legs up. We're gonna do one more set. Flexing the feet, pushing away with the hands. Remember, relax the shoulders. This is all in the arms. And then pulling in with the knees. Push away for 10, 9, belly to the spine, 7, spine to the floor, 5, 4, breathe, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring the feet down. Bring the knees out or the feet out to the edges of your mat and just rock gently side to side. It should feel good on those thighs, getting a nice little twist in the body. And then we'll come back up for one more bridge. So hands can come underneath you. I like to clasp mine underneath and then squeeze my shoulder blades together. Push up into your high bridge, hips up towards the sky. Pressure coming from the feet and legs. So push hard into those legs, lifting up. Always keep your head straight, looking straight up. Chest and sternum come close to each other. And then lower down slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can do that same windshield wiper that we did with the legs if that feels good. Or just stretch them out, give them a nice stretch. Maybe an overhead stretch as well. And then soften the arms down to your sides. So it's almost that time already. So we're going to start to get settled in, and we're going to do a little meditation today. I think what we're going to do is a little yoga nidra. It's going to be a brief one, but it's a nice way to relax from the outer part of our body going inward. So if you need a little blanket or something, go ahead and grab that. If you need a pillow, anything like that, go ahead and make yourself comfortable. I'm going to sit up just because I want to watch you guys, but lying down is for me the best for this. So you pick wherever you're comfortable is perfect. And then I'm encouraging you to close your eyes, but if you don't feel comfortable doing that, don't worry about that. What I want you to do is just find your safe and soft place. We'll begin by noticing the body, the outer body, our physical body, which is the first layer of our body when we do layers of the subtle body. The first one is our physical body. So this will be noticing your bones, your muscles, imagining the blood flowing in your veins, all the things you can actually touch and see. Your skin, notice the temperature. Notice where your body is pressing against the earth and where it's free. And then take any little movements that you need to settle in and soften. So if for any reason you feel uncomfortable, you feel a little discomfort, take that stretch now and let it relax you. You're going for the most comfortable body you can get. And then imagine another layer of the body within that, which would be our energy layer, our life force, which includes our breath, but it's not only our breath. It's more than just the in and out of our inhales and exhales. There's something more there. And see if you can just picture what that layer looks like. So whatever that picture that looks like to you, maybe you picture those little stacking dolls, those little nesting dolls. And if we take the outer one off, that's our skin, and the next one is our breath and our energy and our life force. So in order to get in touch with that, we simply focus on our breath. Do not feel like you have to change anything. Just notice, where is your breath coming from? Where is it going to in your body? How does it feel? Cool, warm, fast, slow? Just be curious and take a moment to notice something that happens automatically all day long and night long. See if you can feel the expansion and contraction of your body with each inhale and exhale. To get into a relaxed state, we're going to count our breaths from 11 down to 1. So it goes like this: inhale 11, exhale 11, inhale 10, exhale 10, inhale 9, exhale 9, and so on. If you lose count, don't worry about it. The numbers don't matter. Wherever you are in your counting, just let it go. And then imagine that we take the next layer or the next doll apart, and inside is a third layer. The third layer is our intellectual mind. This is our busy mind. It's always full. A lot of our busy mind is really important. A lot of it has to do with keeping us safe. It's the part of our mind that's going to question, is this a good idea or a bad idea? Is this safe to cross the street? Do I have everything I need before I lock my door? All those things. But it's busy. So let the busy mind settle for just a moment, knowing that it doesn't have too much it has to worry about right now, right? Your body is safe, you're on the floor, you're in a safe place, you're relaxed. So maybe that intellectual mind can just let go a little bit from whatever it is that it's thinking about, and let the thoughts settle down like a glitter jar or a snow globe. And as those thoughts settle, notice that empty space, that free space. And in this space, we can put in positive or negative stuff. In this space, we can think about the future or think about the past. And we can worry about the future and regret the past. Or we can just let that space be the present moment. And use our intellectual mind to think about how nice this feels, how good this is to give myself a little time, a little space. So just a little quiet, a moment of calm in the storm. Then see if you can go one step further. So we're going to take that doll apart and we're going to come to our wisdom mind. This is my favorite part because the wisdom mind can't come out unless all the other stuff is settled. But the wisdom mind is the part that already knows a lot of the answers. And some people think we're born with it, and some people think we had it in a past life, and some people, whatever you think is fine, but this is the stuff that you already know. You know what's right, you know what's good, you know what's true, you know what's important for you. But this wisdom mind often gets overridden by the intellectual mind and the body. So in this safe place, see if you can find something that your wisdom mind already knows. Maybe it can be a little mantra like, I am fine, I am healthy, I am safe, I am calm, I am at peace, it's okay, it's going to be fine, I'm in the right place, I belong here. Whatever it may be that your wisdom mind tells you. Maybe it's something completely different, or maybe you just can't find anything it wants to say to you today, and that's totally okay. We're just recognizing that it's there. Beneath all the other stuff is our true self, right? And then our final section, our final layer, is when we take apart the wisdom mind, finally what's left there is a little tiny spark, which is called your essence. And this is who we really are. This essence is perfect exactly the way it is. It's never been broken. It can't be broken. It's never been less than perfect. So imagine that all of your actions, all of your deeds, all of your situations, all of your decisions, all of what we call mistakes, imagine that they have no possibility of entering into this and altering the perfection of your essence. So no decision you ever made can make you less than perfect when it comes down to your real true self. And sometimes that takes a while for us to really believe. But see it as a spark of perfection of the divine that came into you from something greater when you were born. And as something greater that we cannot see, we also can't mess with it. It's just there. We can't do anything to change it. Now, sometimes it gets hidden among all the other stuff, our regrets or our worries. But when we layer it out, when we come down to that, it's just a pure perfection that is who you are. And see if you can imagine yourself kind of giving that being or whatever it looks like to you a little hug, just connecting, feeling like you understand that you are part of that and that is part of you. And we'll move very gently out of this place, but always keeping in touch, knowing it's right there underneath all the layers. We'll move back into our body by going backwards through the koshas. So first is our essence, our perfection, and then our brilliant wisdom mind that usually knows the way if we let it lead. Then our intellectual mind, which is so clever and smart. It's gotten us all the way to where we are today. And then into our life force, or our breath. And then finally back into our physical body, our skin, our bones, our muscles, our veins, arteries, tendons, ligaments, joints, all of that. And begin to come back into your body, wherever your mind has been traveling to, and start to feel your feet, your ankles, your legs, your knees, your hips and pelvis, your lower back, your middle back, your upper back, your whole spine, your shoulders, your arms, all the way down to your hands and fingertips, and your heavy head resting on the floor. Bring your awareness back into your body and into the room, on your mat, in the world. And begin to wiggle those precious body parts with little wiggles of the fingers and toes, little rotations of the wrists and ankles, maybe gently moving your head side to side, just rolling it a little bit on the floor. And come back to what you feel right now physically in your body. An area that feels cool, an area that feels warm, part that feels heavy, part that feels light, part that feels tight, part that feels loose. All encompassing your full self. And begin to deepen your breath just a little bit. And we'll start to wake ourselves up very gently and kindly. Part of self-care is doing this gently and slowly. So we'll bend our knees, if they're not already bent, on the floor, so that our feet are on the floor rather, and we'll just gently rock our knees side to side like a little windshield wiper pattern. This massages that lower back again, that kidney area. And just gets things flowing again. Maybe take a big stretch up to the sky with the arms and then bring them overhead, maybe hooking your fingers together, your thumbs together, giving yourself a wide open stretch. And then rolling yourself over onto one side. So your knees drop down, your bottom arm becomes a little pillow for your head, and you're just resting on your side. In this position, let's soften the muscles of the face. So starting with your forehead into your eyebrows, into your eyelids, just letting them release, into your cheeks, your lips. Your teeth are slightly apart. Your tongue is soft, your jaw, your neck, your chin, your throat, all softening, becoming heavy. And then bring your hands down to the ground and push yourself up, however it feels good to you, to push yourself into a comfortable seat. And once you get there, right where we started again, take some nice deep breaths, waking the body up slowly and kindly. Bringing the arms up to the sky with our inhale, and pushing them down to the edges of the mat. On your exhale, touch the fingertips to the earth. Inhale, flip the palms. Exhale, bring them down. Bring our hands into our heart and tap gently on the sternum with your thumbs. In an effort to keep our immune system healthy, strong, vibrant, alert, efficient. And then bring them to stillness right into your heart, right into that beautiful light. The light of the divine that we were just visiting in our true essence, or inner self. The light that lives within me sees and honors, bows to and celebrates the amazing lights that live in each of you. Namaste.